Now, one question asked in most of my streams is, what is your mods folder? Or, is there a release? Well, now there is, so let's get right into it. Now, just before we start, I have a lot of mods, so if you don't want to go through the entire video, you can just download my mods folder from the description in my Discord. So, yeah. Other than that, let's get right into it. Now, I'm going to be going through this from alphabetical order, or whatever my mods folder says is alphabetical order. But the first mod is Danker Skyblock Mod. Now, what Danker Skyblock Mod is, it's basically, in the most basic way, in just a wish.com SBE. So, it has, like, some of features, but the main reason I do use it is because of the Bonzo Mask timer. But other than that, it's basically just a wish.com SBE. There's dungeon solvers, which I just used from SBE. We have cake timer, click on screen to open Maddox, count. It's basically a wish.com and a child of SBE and SBA in my opinion. So yeah, let's get into the next one. Now the next mod I have is Skyblock Personalized. Now, to be honest, the main reason I use it is because of, Dungeons Rooms mod, which I'll get into later. But I don't really have anything to say for this one, because, as I said, I use it for only one reason. But, yeah, I'm just gonna skip this one, so, yeah, if you want it, then sure, go ahead, use it. But, other than that, let's get into the next mod. Now, the next mod I have is Auto Tip. Now, what Auto Tip basically does is it tips random players who have boosters active, I think, I'm not sure. But also you get tipped as well sometimes, even though you don't have. I don't know what this mod does. It just tips people. So yeah, that's basically what that is. So yeah. So let's get into the next mod. Now the next mod I have is Block Overlay. So basically, what Block Overlay does is when you're hovering over a block, it's the outline of the block that you're hovering over. So if I do /block overlay. As you can see, here's the example. So if I turn on like the overlay, persistent, whatever this is. So these are my settings anyways, but like, so this is what it does. It just, an outline of the block, yeah. That's kind of what it is. So, yeah, I'm going to go on to the next mod now. Now the next mod I have is finally Skyblock related again. It's Collection. So basically what Collection does is, if I do /mu config, it's basically just a quality of life kind of mod. So as you can see, we have show item age. Not really quality of life, it's just more information about stuff. Like if we have per item price. So it's a stack of beacon blocks, and it's 60k each. And if I actually show you this in the real auction house, if I look for a stacked item, let me look for one. Anything? Okay, look, see. 3.6 million coins each. This is a Super Boom TNT. So that's, yeah. Doesn't really a great explanation, but basically I'm just going to say that it's a quality of life mod, which gives more information about stuff. So, yeah. Now, the next mod I have is the Crosshair Mod, which is, if I go out of F1, as you can see, this is my crosshair, which usually, if I turned it off, would be this, square. So, as you can see, right now, my just a simple cross is my crosshair. So, basically, you can change it to whatever you want. So, if I do this is going to how my crosshair looks like. So, I'll make this back to normal. If I do it like this, then this is how my crosshair will become. So, yeah, it's kind of just, if I remove this back to normal. So, it's kind of just a crosshair mod, nothing special, you don't need it again. So, yeah. Now, this is a mod that I got canceled for by Dungeon Gang. It's called Dungeons Rooms mod. So what this mod does is it's a secret waypoints mod, where if you have waypoints enabled, then you can see where all the secrets are. So I did turn it off, but I turned it back on just so I could have practice mode on, because so now when I hold I, then I can see all the waypoints again. So what I use it for is so if I like don't know a secret, like in a new room, because I know all the secrets in the old rooms, of course. In a new room, if I don't know a secret, then all I have to do is hold I, and then all the secret will pop up. So then I could just finish it and practice it. But yeah, that's basically what it does. So yeah, let's get into the next one. This next mod isn't really a mod. It's kind of a client, a full-on client. So it's called Laby Mod. Laby Mod is kind of like a PvP client and partially for like optimizations. So as you can see, if we have particle optimizations, then it just increases your FPS. Chunk caching increases your FPS. I don't know what increases your FPS here. I have no idea, but yeah, it just increases your FPS in Minecraft. Yeah. Also, it's a PvP-ish and quality of life. So we have old animations, and if I go down a little bit more, oh yeah, it's how I got my rainbow name. It's custom name tags. As you can see, I have a rainbow name, even if I talk in chat. Yeah, rainbow name. So basically, yeah, that's what Libby mod is. So let's get into the next mod. Now, next mod we have is macro key bindings. Now, don't worry, it's not bannable. It's a macro, but it's not bannable because what it can be used for is commands. Which commands using commands is not bannable because I don't know why it's not bannable, but yeah, it's not bannable. But things like chat macros, which send a message, are bannable. Like if I do hello and I just spam that, that's not allowed. So you can use it for purposes like /pets, for example. So if I press P right now, see, it works. If I press H, then my storage opens. So yeah, that's kind of what it's used for. But other than that, let's get into the next mod. Now, the next mod we have is finally a well-known one, which is NEU. So what NEU does is, if I do /NEU, it's kind of a quality of life mod. So if I show you, it's RAM warning. It's actually kind of a performance and, quality of life mod. But in my opinion, I would just call it a quality of life mod because there's nothing really about it. As you can see, it shows bone ring overlay. Yeah, you know, I'm just going to call it a quality of life mod where there are many features that you can use. I don't want to go through an in-depth description of what it does because there's not really much it does. It's just quality of life-y stuff. So, yeah, let's get into the next mod. Now we've got the most well-known mod and most needed mod of every mod in the entire game. If you don't have this mod, then what are you doing? Get it now because it's the most necessary mod in all of Minecraft. If you don't have it, then you're probably going to get like 30 FPS. But it is Optifine. Now, Optifine basically is just a really good performance mod. I'm pretty sure it's the best for performance without any competition. But so it also allows you to zoom in, which is just kind of a quality of life feature, which that isn't really the point. But yeah, Optifine is Optifine. Download it now. Now we've got Patcher, which now that I think of it, is kind of the competition for Optifine. But Patcher is, again, a quality of life mod, which you can use with Optifine, so more FPS. But the one FPS increasing thing which I like the most is HUD caching. Now imagine this. You have 1,000 FPS and you have a 144 Hz monitor. So what you do is /patcher, turn on HUD caching. This will increase your FPS by a lot, and you will, you won't need to worry about the fact that your monitor is 144 Hz or anything like that. Right now I'm getting 320 FPS, just because of HUD caching. Because if I turn that off, I'm going to get like 60 to like 100 or something like that. But yeah, if you have a good computer and you're lagging, that's the solution. So yeah. Now the most well-known Skyblock mod, which even Badline client or Lunar client users have, or many other clients, I'm not sure what clients though, is Skyblock Add-Ons. So if I do /SBA, this is the mod. This is kind of a quality of life mod again. So yeah, it's about the same as every mod, but it has kind of some other features as well. But yeah, I'm not sure what I use this for because there are so many features. But I do use them for like the health bar, I know, and defense and speed. Yeah, but I'm not sure what I use this for. Oh yeah, locking slots. Yeah, it's kind of all I know. I'm not really I don't really know about anything else. But yeah, so let's get into the next mod. Now, this is actually a paid mod, so some of you might not even be using it, but it's Skyblock Extras. Skyblock Extras is a paid mod, as I just said, but it is so worth it because, as you can see, we have solvers in here, we have a lot of commands, we have the announcer drops, experimentation table thingy, oh yeah, it shows you could render rarities, which I just use SkyTills for that. Show mind map. That's also another thing, but I of course already know how the mind map is looking. So yeah, that's it's actually a really helpful mod. So I would recommend you to use it if you can. Now, lastly, we have SkyTills. SkyTills is kind of a free version of SBE. So if I show you here. It's, in my opinion, it's better than SBE, mainly because it's way more cleaner and the features are cleaner. But the only good thing about SBE is that it gets updates faster and, let me think. Yeah, it gets updates faster, so then, like, for example, the part where you, got banned for, clicking on, pumpkin seeds, I don't know. But, yeah, it's kind of a free version of SBE, that's what I'm gonna call it. But, yeah, finally, this is the end of the video, so I hope you enjoyed. By the way, there's a 10 million coin giveaway going on in my server right now, so be sure to join it. But, yeah, I'll see you all later.